With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. Minecraft, a game that I have yet to invest a fair amount of time into. I can understand why people really like Minecraft. I do. I just have never gotten into it. But this story is crazy because it just goes to show you that this kind of crap can happen anywhere, even in places you least expect it. And since so many kids love Minecraft, I would very much want to implore parents to pay more attention to what their kids are doing. My daughter will have the freedom to, to make mistakes, but I will definitely be there to make sure that she does not fuck up too much. Now, this gamer is accused of kidnapping a girl he met on Minecraft. It says here that an 11-year-old girl was found safe on Sunday after she was allegedly kidnapped by a child sexual predator she met while playing a video game, who attempted to take her to his Illinois house before being stopped in Georgia. Now, that's every parent's worst nightmare, is that something like this happens to your kid. And when you're playing a game like Minecraft, you look at it and you think, oh, it's just big old brick. It's just big old brick. And Marcus Pearson's a great guy and he's made a great product. And at no point am I trying to deride anything that he's done or talk any crap about that at all. But I look at this kind of story and I'm like, it makes it easy because kids put their headset on and they communicate, and people like this guy right here, who honestly, let's be fair, kind of looks like he drives a windowless van, right? Not so much sure about the free candy on the side, but he thought about it long and hard. Anyway, Alice Johnson was found safe at a Holiday Inn Express in Georgia about 5 p.m. Sunday night, police said. Johnson disappeared sometime after 10 p.m. the night before from her East Orange County home. Her parents reported her missing after her parents went to wake up Johnson for church, but she was nowhere to be seen. And again, that's got to be one of the most frightening things ever. You have an 11-year-old daughter asleep in her bed. You wake up to go to church in the morning and she's gone. Oh, you will be questioning God about what the hell's going on. John Peter Byrns, 24, of Hoffman Estates, was arrested after authorities found him inside the hotel room with Johnson, Bibb County Sheriff's Office said. Investigators said Byrns and Johnson met while playing the online game Minecraft. And look, here's the thing. I don't want there to be any kind of thought anyone takes away from this where I think gamers would do this kind of crap. Like that it's the norm, that it's okay. It's not okay. And I've met some of the coolest people in the world video gaming. When I first moved to California, I had no friends. I ended up getting Armada for the Dreamcast, went on to the forums, and met my first group of friends in California that ultimately didn't live in California. But they were cool, they wanted to chill out, and they wanted to talk about this game. Gamers are arguably the best people I've ever met. They are generous, they are kind, they are caring, they are loving, and they just want to play games. People like this John Peter Byrns are not what you would call a gamer. A total piece of shit. And I'm glad he got caught so fast because they got him pretty damn fast. It says here she was chatting with the individual through a game. Within the game, you can use a headset to chat with people you're actually playing with. So that's how the first initial contact, we believe, was made. Well, thank you, an official, for saying that. We never quite realized that that is how people interact on the internet. I mean, I understand they're releasing this thing as a kind of, as a layperson thing, but still. Police also told WESH that Byrns disguised himself as a female to pull her into a trap, so to speak. Oh, the plot thickens, and he gets even more crazy and perverted and deviant. Johnson's parents said they were aware their daughter was talking to an individual from Illinois, but did not know she was in danger at the time. Byrns and the 11-year-old then began talking through the phone. It's unclear how long they were talking before Sunday's incident. So essentially, Byrns was catfishing this 11-year-old girl. That's messed up. That is really messed up. Police said Byrns drove from Illinois, picked up Johnson down the street from her Florida house, and attempted to bring her back to his home. Authorities are still looking into the incident, including if Johnson was taken against her will and if Byrns abused the girl. Man, I really hope not. I do. If she was gone around 10 p.m. the night before and they found her at 5 p.m. the next night, I don't know. I would argue the likelihood of that actually happening is probably, I don't want to say minimal, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say I would argue it probably didn't happen. I think I'm also saying that because I think part of me as a parent to a little girl doesn't want to think like that, right? Like, doesn't want to think like that. But, you know, they got him at a Holiday Inn in Georgia. So that probably means that they drove through the night, made it to the Holiday Inn, and then, you know, decided to crash for a couple hours. So that's probably not a lot there. I am hoping against hope that nothing happened. Now, officials said Johnson was reunited with her parents Sunday night. She appeared to be in good condition and okay from a physical standpoint. Saying, I would say she's lucky to be alive. She's lucky the circumstances are not any worse than they are. Orange County Sheriff Jerry Denning said on Monday. He called Byrns a child sexual predator based on the 24-year-old's behavior. Byrns is expected to face charges. As he should. As he absolutely should. This is a guy who targeted an 11-year-old girl on Minecraft and catfished her to the point of where he drove from Illinois to Florida, which is not a hop, skip, and a fart away. Picked her up and then drove her north trying to take her back home. She probably would not have survived had he gotten his way with her. Once he did what he wanted to do and the fear set in, I probably wouldn't even guess they would have made their way back. That she would have ever made her way back to Illinois. Probably not. It just doesn't, that's a long drive to travel for whatever reason. Now, I'm sure more details will emerge on this story. And I'm pretty sure, again, based upon just my own thoughts, opinions, and speculation, that what we're going to find out is that this guy probably was doing this to multiple other children. And that is one of the biggest fears when it comes to playing online. Back in the day when I remember when I first got, Xbox Live, right? I got Xbox Live August 2003. So I've had it for 15 years this August, right? My gamer tag name is Jarbo0069. And I was on there talking to people, having a good old time, meeting new people, chit-chatting, and wanting just to talk and meet other gamers. Nowadays, it's whoever turns their headset on in a game like that anyway. Most people don't. But in games where there's kids and they're playing, a lot of them do because they want to chat with their friends. And that is why parents have to be very, very, very aware of what is going on. They have to be very aware of how these things play out and very aware of how dangerous it can ultimately be. Now, I'm glad he was arrested. I am glad he is behind bars, and I do hope he does get charged to the fullest extent of the law. And I only hope that this was his first time trying this, and not a second, third, fourth, or fifth. I really hope that there are no other victims out there, but I have a feeling that we're probably going to find out that there were.